Round 4 of the World Touring Car 800 is underway! The lights are green, let's go racing! Welcome to the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya. That's right, we're in Barcelona, Spain for round 4. Beeper gets ahead of Angel Nostroza through the inside of turn 1 as he heads towards Adam Wilk, chasing down Daniel Solis, who was trying to close the gap between Kanata Kawakami, who was really trying to get towards Simon Bishop, who was trying to get ahead of Ryota Kukabun, who was right on the tail of Valerio Gallo. Can Valerio stay ahead and defend himself against Ryota? It looks like that might not be possible, as Ryota in that Mazda is looking very ambitious and confident. He is not playing today. Matthew McEwen in P12, who is really trying to close the gap between him and Martin Grady. Coque Lopez, starting with the points. Coque Lopez, P10. BMW, Nicholas Rubelar, BMW teammate of Coque Lopez, is in P9. Mikhail Hizal, one of the Subaru drivers of 3, P8. Takuma Miyazono right ahead of him with P7. Igor Fraga is right. He gets overtaken by Tomoaki Yamanaka. It's a teammate battle between the two Toyotas. Igor Fraga is right ahead, though. He took his position back. Marco Mendoza, P4. This could be his best finish yet if he manages to keep it this time. Lucas Ordonez right in P3 as Baptiste Beauvoir is in P2 with Fabian Portilla leading comfortably as always. Look at that. Oh, God. My head's light. Oh well. That's what happens when you're a commentator. Woo! Beeper trying to take it that curb. Oh, look at that. He goes. Adam Wilk pushes Beeper wide off the track. Beeper jumps there and he gets pushed wide off the track by Adam Wilk. Looks that Beeper is not too happy with that move, but he gets ahead anyways, P18, as he now chases down Daniel Solis, the fellow American driver in the Alfa Romeo. Can he do that? Yes, he can, through the inside, and he's going towards Kanata Kawakami, right in that Lexus RCF GT3. Beeper is really not playing around. You see, Beeper has a different pit strategy this time, because usually he starts racing on the soft tires and usually stays on the soft tires all the time. But this time he's starting with the mediums, because he has a plan, right? There was a discussion earlier before the race happened. There was a discussion related to the pit strategy. Looks like Beeper and his team managers, they agreed on stay on the mediums. Then once everyone else pits, then you pit like a lap after, or whenever you can. Look at that, Beeper struggles. A lap after you can, and then look at that, you're ahead. I don't know if that's how that works, but if it does, then that's great. Yes, Simon Bishop. Can he get towards Valerio Gallo? Can he overtake him? Look at that, Simon Bishop gets Kanata Kawakami round the outside, flawlessly taken as Beeper goes a little off the track there. Oh, and Simon Bishop is contacted by Kanata Kawakami, who bumps right into his side. Fabian Portilla, the race leader, has hit the fastest lap of the race. Simon Bishop is really trying to do his best to stay ahead of Kanata and then get ahead of Valerio Gallo. Ryota Kokabun is increasing the gap between him and Valerio. Matthew McEwen, P12, he's doing as best as he can to at least get some form of points for Chevrolet. As always this season, he's been struggling, so is Chevy, but oh well, can he at least try to get a point? Mikhail Hizal dropping down to P11 from P9. Wait, no, I think it was P8. Yeah, P8, as Martin Grady now holds that position. Nicholas Rubelar, P9. He is trying to get ahead of his teammate Coque Lopez, who is right on the tail of Tomoaki Yamanaka. Can Tomoaki defend himself from Coque Lopez? I think that might be possible, but at the same time, BMW has proven to have a really fast car. They're a good team with a good car, so that it depends. It really depends. Until then, Tomoaki Yamanaka is really defending his butt off right now. Look at that. The gap increases. The gap increases. Can it decrease? Look at that, Coque Lopez is really not playing this time. It's his home race in Spain. It is many drivers' home races, actually. Look at the front of the grid. Fabian Portilla is cruising happily. Baptiste Beauvoir right in second. Lucas Ordonez is facing pressure from Marco Mendoza, who's really trying to push the Aston Martin to its limits and get ahead of Lucas Ordonez, but I don't know if that might be possible yet. Oh my God, jeez. Lucas Ordonez is really trying to keep P3 because, you know, it's his home race. It has so many drivers' home races, actually. Because, yeah, we're in Spain. It's going to be a lot of drivers' home races here. It's Lucas Ordonez's home race. It's, who else? Lucas Ordonez, Coque Lopez. It's their home races in Spain, Barcelona. So they really want to finish this as best as they can. Marco Mendoza really trying to put some pressure onto Lucas in that Nissan. But it looks like Lucas Ordonez will stay ahead. Looks like Marco Mendoza has a little line set up. Can he get around the inside? No, he can't. Lucas Ordonez gets the line perfectly before Marco can try to do anything to revoke Lucas's podium. Igor Fraga, P5, 2024's world champion. Takuma Miyazono, P6. He won round 3. He's in P6. Martin Grady, P7, who is really trying to increase the gap even more ahead of Tomoaki Yamanaka, who is still... Yeah, there's a very small gap between him and Coque Lopez. Can Coque get around the outside? No, he cannot. Look at that. Coque is right on Tomoaki's tail. Same with Nicholas Rubelar. It's a 3-car train. And Tomoaki once again stays ahead of P8. He is putting on amazing defense right now with one of the best cars of the season. Tomoaki is actively putting on great defense. And yeah, Toyota is going to be happy with that. If Tomoaki can keep an all-points finish for Toyota, can Coque Lopez get around the outside? But no, he can't. Tomoaki once again stays ahead. That was so promising there for a second. But Tomoaki putting on great defense and great lines means he stays ahead. Martin Grady, P7. And yeah, Takuma Miyazono, P6. He is, Igor Fraga, P5. He is Takuma Miyazono. Yep, Takuma Miyazono is really trying to put some pressure on Igor Fraga, and it's working. He's trying to put on the best result he can. Takuma. Lucas Ordonez, P3. And way up ahead in front is Baptiste Beauvoir. And Fabian Portilla is even more far up. And as we've seen earlier this race, Beeper's hit the fastest lap. We are on lap 5 now, so we are halfway through this race. There are 5 laps left to go. No, sorry, there are 6 laps left to go. Yep, this is lap 5. 6 laps left of Spanish racing. Spain. Yeah, this is Spain. Daniel Solis now down to P20. Adam Wilk right ahead. Can Daniel Solis do whatever he can to at least try not to get P20 and stay ahead of and get ahead of Adam Wilk? Or will Adam Wilk and that Ford keep defending for all he can? Look at that. Daniel Solis is starting to close the gap. Yeah, I think he's Daniel Solis actually has gotten a championship before. He's won a World Touring Car Championship. So it's Fabian Portilla, I think. Baptiste Beauvoir right in P2. He's really trying to do whatever he can to win a race finally, but another podium will be great too. Mercedes has been thriving. Well, not thriving, but they've been doing really good this season, right? Because I guess you could say this, right? You could say that Mercedes has been thriving, Subaru has been dominating, winning almost every race. They have had podiums almost every time, and let's see, Igor Fraga. Fabian Portilla is the first one to pit. He is pitting halfway through the race. Looks like he's going for a refuel as he has 10% fuel left. Yep, no new tire change, just fuel. Beeper, the championship leader, P11. The championship leaders in P11. See, this is lap 6 right now. Normally, in any other race so far as we've seen, Beeper probably would have been like 3rd, 2nd, or 1st by now. But no, he's all the way in P11. He's really been struggling on those mediums recently. He's been struggling this track on this race. That Beeper would be in P3 or 2, or maybe even leading at this point in the race. Nope. P11, he's struggling to get any points right now. Can he look at that, look how he's taking those lines. You can tell he's struggling. Look at that. Mikel Hizal staying right ahead. Can Beeper get past his teammates at some point? I think it might be possible. Can Beeper just at least snag 1 point? Come on now, Mikhail Hizal is... Oh, look at that, Beeper tries! Oh, no! Mikhail Hizal will stay ahead. Nicholas Rubelar right in front. Here we go. Where's Beeper? There's Beeper. Oh, look at that! Beeper is going around the outside! Look at that before the corner! Before the corner, he does it! He does it! Beeper P10! It's a double overtake! Tomoaki Yamanaka already makes contact! And Beeper takes the full line either way, pushing Tomoaki Yamanaka off the track, which in return pushes Nicholas Rubelar off the track. And Nicholas Rubelar makes contact with Mikhail Hizal. That's the world of chain reactions for you. Beeper goes round the outside. He makes contact with Tomoaki. Tomoaki makes contact with... Oh, look at that. There's a little switch back there. There's a switch back between Tomoaki Yamanaka and Nicholas Rubelar. Beeper is still staying out. Koke Lopez, Martin Grady, Igor Fraga, Marco Mendoza, and Baptiste Beauvoir are all coming into pits. And look at that. That means Beeper is promoted to P3. In the meantime, Tomoaki Yamanaka is still staying out. He's in 4th right now. Mikhail Hizal, New York's winner, in P5. Tomoaki Yamanaka is really trying to stay ahead of that Subaru, doing whatever he can to give Subaru's parent company, Toyota, a win. Well, not like parent company, but like Toyota owns part of Subaru, so yeah, you could say that Subaru is Toyota's half brother. Yeah, I don't know how. I guess you could say that. Beeper is still struggling in P3. Takuma Miyazono in P2. He won last round in Maggiore. Can he win again in Barcelona? Seriously though, Spain is such a beautiful country. I would love to go there one day. Seriously. Lucas Ordonez now cruising onto the lead. Could this be a win for Lucas Ordonez? Could Lucas keep fending off the Subaru? Takuma Miyazono looks like he's gonna go! And he does it on the straight! Takuma Miyazono is now the new race leader for the Barcelona Sprint! The Spanish Sprint! The Sprint of Spain! Whatever you want to call it. Lucas Ordonez now demoted to P2. He really wants to win, especially because, you know, this is his home race, too. You want to perform your best on your home race. Here we go, Beeper. Beeper. He's Beeper. Yep. Because speaking of home races, you know, Beeper, he's in P3 right now, but he actually placed P2 in New York, which was not only his home race because it was his country he was racing in, but oh, look at that! Beeper goes into the pits. But wait a minute! He cut the pit line. He cut the line. He is so lucky that there are no penalties this race. He is so lucky there are no penalties, because he would have gotten penalized to hell and back for cutting the pit line. He did not enter properly. Takuma Miyazono is also pitting, going for refuel. Beeper goes in, strategy time, mediums off, softs on, goes for a refill, refueling as much as he can to what he thinks is ideal. There we go, Beeper's out. Koke Lopez, Igor Fraga. You can see Beeper in that background. Yep. And Beeper is back out. He is racing once again. He was right behind Matthew McEwen, but he retakes that position, making a little bit of contact in that moment. Yeah, in that moment. Koke Lopez, P11. He wants to at least try to get some points, not only for BMW, but for the country of Spain, too. Once again, I said that it was his home race, right? It was a home race of Koke Lopez and Lucas Ordonez. He really wants to make a good impression for Spain, and it looks like Lucas Ordonez is doing that. Tomoaki Yamanaka in P3. It's a good result. But Lucas Ordonez is back in the lead. His home race, he wants to win. That makes perfect sense. Not only do you want to win on every race, but especially your home race too. Like, come on now. Like, put this into perspective. It's your home race. You're racing in your country. Lucas Ordonez goes to pit. But hear me on this. Like, put it into perspective. It's your home race. You know, you're racing in your country. You want to win this race, right? You want to make your country proud. Give your country a reason to be happy. Give your country a reason to be proud. Tomoaki Yamanaka is also going to start coming into the pits as Mikhail Hizal, the winner of the New York Sprint, retakes the lead after 2 rounds. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Revisiting the back of the grid. Daniel Sol is dead last. Angela Nestroza right ahead in P19. Kanata Kawakami is in P18, only a little ahead of Angela Nestroza, who is really trying to get towards Adam Welk. P17. Valerio Gallo's in P16. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, because we're on lap 9 of 10. Mikhail Hazal is comfortably leading. He won in New York. Can he win here again? Can he win again? Can he win here in Spain? God, it's such a beautiful country. I know I said that, but it really is. Spain is beautiful. I want to go there one day. I really do. If I went to Spain, I would be really happy because it's a nice country, I've heard. Marco Mendoza, he started 4th, now he's 8th. Once again, I swear, every time we see Marco Mendoza finishing a race, it's always in P8. It's like the number 8 has some sort of secret connection to Marco Mendoza. I don't know, I'm being stupid right now. Lucas Ordonez, he went from P1 to P2 to P1 to P7. Oh, that's unfortunate. Can we at least hope that Coque Lopez, the other Spanish driver, will be getting any points? Hopefully this could at least mean some points for Spain. He's in 11th. Coque Lopez is in 11th. Beeper is right ahead. Look at that, he goes wide off the track there, trying to get past Tomoaki Yamanaka. Mikhail Hazal, Fabian Portilla, and Baptiste Beauvoir pits. Look at that, Beeper goes with dive bomb move. Can he keep the position? No, he can't. Look at that, he is bumping the tail of Igor Fraga. Look at that. Beeper goes wide, and the final lap starts now! The final lap of racing! Beeper gets ahead! He's in P6! Marco Mendoza, P5! Lucas Ordonez in P4! Can he try to get a podium for the country of Spain? For Spain! España! That's how you say Spain in Spanish. Look at that, Beeper tries to get at Marco Mendoza, but Marco Mendoza saves his head, and look at that, Beeper goes wide off the track because of it. He is not going to be happy. He tries going around the outside, and he does it. Beeper goes around the outside. It's a double overtake. It's a double overtake. Beeper gets ahead of Marco Mendoza and Lucas Ordonez. Double overtake on the two drivers. Both from Spanish-speaking countries, actually. Marco Mendoza from Mexico and Lucas Ordonez from Spain. Look at that. It's a little switchback between the two. Look at that. But in the end, Lucas Ordonez is going to stay ahead. Beeper in P4. From what we've heard, he's running out of fuel again. Hopefully, it's not going to be like New York and Maggiore, where he ran out of fuel on the last couple of corners. Till then, Beeper is in P4. It doesn't... Knowing that he's trying to save as much fuel as he can, or at least the very last bit of it, it doesn't look like he's going to be getting a podium today. Here we are approaching the final chicane. We are on round 4 of 16. Here we go. Mercedes AMG. He does it for Mercedes. He does it for France. Baptiste Beauvoir will go on to win the Spanish sprint. Takuma Miyashita right behind in second. And Beeper, who runs out of fuel once again. Could he get P4? Can he stop Marco Mendoza from passing him? No, he can't. Beeper will go on to take P5. Lucas Ordonez, P6. Coque Lopez, P8. It's a double points finish for Spain, at least. Mikhail Hazal, P9. Matthew Macco in P10. His first ever points. Let's go, Matthew. Simon Bishop, P14. Rihanna Kogaboon, P15. And that's the race. Woo! Let's go check out the results, shall we? My God. What a race that was! Baptiste Beauvoir goes on to win! An amazing result for him and Mercedes, truly showing that he has potential. Takuma Miyazono, round 3's winner, will place P2. Very good for him. And locking out the podium is Martin Grady, P3, his first podium of the season. Audi will be happy. Marco Mendoza, P4, his best result yet of the season. Beeper in P5 after a very tricky race for him. It's P5 he will take. Lucas Ordonez, P6, very good result. Igor Fraga will place P7 for Toyota. They will take it. Coque Lopez, BMW, P8. Mikhail Hazal, P9. So it's still an all-points finish for Subaru. And in P10, Matthew McEwen gets P10. He finally gets some sort of points. It's 1 point for him and Chevrolet. Congratulations, Matthew. I'm so happy for you. Matthew McEwen, P10. Anyways, Fabian Portilla, P11. He started this race in P1 and now he's below the points. He's no points. That's unfortunate. Nicholas Rubilar, P12 for the fellow Chilean driver. Tomoaki Yamanaka will place P13. Simon Bishop, P14. Ferrari has not been doing good. Ryota Kokubun, P15. Kanada Kawakami, P16. Angel Inostroza, P17. Valerio Gallo, P18. Adam Wilk, P19. And closing off the grid is Daniel Solis, P20. Sad for him. Anyways, I gotta go.